Okay, I got the big Taurus in the shop and I'm going to work on that that idle. I got to figure out how to adjust the idle on this thing before I kill myself. It's just idling way too high and it takes off on me, and the brakes, when it's super cold out, these brakes aren't overly effective. The rear disc just gets cold, and I'm going to get in the rear brake at some point too. I've downloaded a manual from a fella named Matt that has a website on these things, and he has graciously offered up the manuals in PDF format for free download, and that's going to help me immensely. I've registered with him now, so little pin will go on London soon for another Taurus 650 to go on the map. But let's take a look. We got to get ourselves right deep in there and find the carburetor and all the bits. So let's just have at her. So I could read the instructions, I suppose, and figure this out, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just start looking and see what's going on. I probably have to pull panels and things off. Maybe I can get the air cleaner out, no problem. So there's a foam sort of pre-filter around a paper filter, and you know what? This one, I think it looks brand new. I should be able to get the lube right down that cable now. That should work its way down. Looks factory. Oh, now I gotta find the idle speed screw. I found it. Okay. Okay, so I'm coming in obviously off the left side of the machine, under the plastics, and you can see the carburetor there, nice and new. And then just down sort of at the bottom, you'll see a round screw right there. Yeah, that's it. All right, so this guy down here. But you know what? What's it going to turn into? There's a tab there on the throttle plate, and that's it, that tab that's in front of the screw now, but it doesn't come anywhere near the adjusting screw. So I got some figuring to do here, because I don't even know if that, I don't even know if this is hooked. Oh, it is. So I got to do a little experimenting, then I'll explain. There is an idle adjusting screw on the far side, but there's no way this is hooked up right. Well, there's a little clip here that is supposed to be on something. I really don't want to take this carburetor off. Okay, nice new spring here. If I hook that through there like that, and then pull the spring nice and tight, hook it onto this and that. Alright, so I got a spring on there. Let's see how that works. See how it's kicking it off idle? And now when I let go, it's back to idle, and I can adjust it with that screw now. See how I just hooked that spring onto that shroud? Uh-oh. solved. I just have to adjust the, I just got to adjust the throttle. Now that I see that I've got the idle speed screw perfect, because now it's idling so low that the clutch on the other side, the belt drive clutch, like a snowmobile, isn't turning the transmission anymore. It's putting no pressure on it. So I can just drop it into gear at idle and everything's wonderful. Okay, so I just needed a spring over there and an adjustment on the idle tab. But now I got so much slack before it gets to the throttle that I gotta adjust this. Okay, crank it over. Idling a little high. There it goes. Ooh, that's idling pretty low now. That's perfect. See this movement in the linkage? You move it that much without anything happening. A little bit more. Go. I like that. I think that's good. But I might have it idling a little too low now. Now it sounds like a Harley. Well, maybe just a wee bit higher. That sounds good. Barely even moved it. Wonderful. Loving it. That's perfect right there. Uh-oh. All right, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get to that screw now that I know where it is with you know, a fairly long Phillips screwdriver up underneath the gas hose. There's a screw just beyond it, and that's my idle screw. Got a spring on this side, pulling the throttle back. All right, and then I got another spring on this side. All right, there you can see it coming over to the exhaust shroud, and that's clipped directly onto the idle tab on the throttle plate of the carburetor. Couldn't find anything else to hook that to, so. All right, problem solved. Let's put everything back together here and maybe get out of here because the carbon monoxide in here is about to kill me. Okay, so this came with it separate, but I just discovered where it goes. So if we take a quick look, you'll see where the existing one is on the front cylinder. Yeah. But on the back cylinder, you'll see a hole down there, right in the center of the screen. So I got to pop that in there. So there we have it. The two tubes are on the bottom of the breather cover. Beautiful. Alright, so that's my first real repair on this thing, my first real project on this thing. Alright, it's the next day. Let's see how she starts and how she idles and see if I need to do any more adjusting. Kind of curious. Let's give this one a whirl. I'm happy. I'm happy. All is well. Woohoo! Alright, that's it for now. Thanks for watching Ontario Tube. Cheers, folks.